Steve here from Advanced Global MSP Coaching. And we all know that AI is a very popular topic. And it seems like in the world of MSP, and especially when we talk about Autotask integrations, AI is over-promising and under-delivering. I talk with a lot of MSPs. Well, to be honest with you, a lot of MSPs talk to me about what are my thoughts about AI. And I don't know anybody yet that has AI actually working and delivering, cutting out or reducing a lot of those manual processes. We have a couple of clients using Cooper AI. It's not there yet. We have a couple of clients that were using MSP bots. It's not there yet. Giant Rocket Ship, Resuit, Rest. There's some others out there using AI, and I haven't met anybody yet that's happy. If you're happy, please email me. I would love to talk with you and see what's working and not. One AI product that's gaining some popularity, and we have 5 clients that are using it, and it's showing some promise, is a product called n8n. This is leveraging AI and a nice user interface. This is something where we can create AI automation ourselves, and it looks promising. So I thought I would take a little bit of time and show you how to integrate AI into Autotask. I purchased my instance of n8n last week, and it took me a couple of days to get it hooked up. There were some gotchas. So the first thing you do when you want to connect Autotask to n8n is create an API user. So let me just go in here, and this is that. You come down here to the credentials. The username is going to be absolutely important. The password is going to be absolutely important. So I copied those and threw them in to a OneNote. And then this down here, this tracking identifier, that's absolutely critical. You're going to want to copy that tracking identifier. So once you get the AP set up using an API security level, you're going to want to grab your username, you're going to want to grab your password, and you're going to want to grab this tracking identifier. Then the next thing that you need is, because n8n isn't able to host in the cloud and connect with Autotask, you need to get into a community. In order to get into a community, you need to host the platform yourself. You can't go on n8n's platform. You need to host your own. So I went to Hostinger, and that's where I purchased a platform. And I actually purchased n8n through this platform. So just go to Hostinger and sign up for a platform, and sign up for one that gives you n8n also. So from there, I had to swim through a lot of advertising, offering me a lot of other things that were above my pay grade. But eventually I got to manage n8n. And when I manage n8n, it takes me here. This is my landing page. So now we have Autotask set up. Hostinger's setup was pretty straightforward. I just had to say no to all the things they were trying to sell me, and then I purchased n8n at the same time and got into where it says manage n8n. So now that I'm in n8n, I go and roll over the profile. I go to settings, and you go to community nodes. And you see I have this node set up here already. I'm going to try and set it up again. It's going to blow up and give me error messages and say, Steve, you already have one of those. But I want to show you what you do. So I just clicked install, and I type in what's right on that page, n8n-nodes Autotask. And then I click, I understand the risk of installing. I haven't the foggiest idea what the risks are, but if I don't check the box, it doesn't let me move forward. So I check the box just so I can move forward, and I'm absolutely clueless. So I'm going to click install, and I'm going to get a couple of error messages saying it already exists. So, but that's all right. See, here's error message number 1, and then this is error message number 2. So then I'm just going to X out of this, and I'm going to go back to my settings, and I'm going to come back to my workspace again. Okay? And so then the next thing that I did was I clicked on add first step. Maybe I clicked here. Somewhere I clicked, got to first step. Now I type in Autotask. And there's Autotask, because I built the node in the community, made the node available to me. So now I'm bringing in this node. And you see these triggers. So just expand there. There's 710 REST API codes in here. And let's just go down and do something simple like get API usage threshold. That's pretty simple, pretty safe. So I created that. Now, what it did was the canvas is back behind me, but it opened up another node in that my workspace, and it set it to the Autotask account. So now I'm going to email this so I can edit the connection, and that tracking code. The tracking code equals API integration code. So the tracking code that I got from the user in Autotask, the API user in Autotask, that tracking ID I pasted here. This is my username, and then I pasted my password here. This password here is changed into an embedded code. That's not the exact password I put in there. If you go to expression, you can see exactly what's under here. But since I've run it once, n8n has changed it to their code. I did get caught because I'm in Portland, Maine. So I kept putting in East Coast, kept blowing up. I thought it was this API integration code. But no, the API integration code was correct. It was the tracking ID. The problem is my database is in pre-release WW2, so you need to know what zone you're in. If you don't know your zone, probably somebody will say then you have no business setting up n8n. But if you don't know it, there's places in the client docs where you type in WW2, and it will tell you that's a pre-release zone. I put in my time zone, US instant. All of this stuff was enabled, and so I didn't do anything more with it. That was just that. So you get down here, allow. All of this was by default. I didn't change any of that. So connection test was successful. Okay, so I don't know where, but it already tested my connection, and it's successful. Happened automatically when I did something. So I'm going to X out of this, and then I'm back in here. The resources thread, the operation is get AAP. So let's just execute it and see what happens. See if we get an error message. There we go. So I'm allowed 10,000 executions per hour. That's something important to know. If you're a big MSP, you can overrun it. If you're a small MSP, don't worry about it. One of our clients, I think, is running a couple of hundred a day, and this is 10,000 per hour. So 60 requests, 2 time frames. I used 0.02% of my API usage before I hit the threshold. So that's all good. So let's go back to the canvas and look what happened. Here's a trigger. That's that first execution. It's a manual trigger here, and there's the API there that we just ran. So I hope that's helpful in how do you set up an N8 integration into your Autotask. If you have any questions, just email me at info@agmspcoaching.com. That email address again is agmspcoaching.com. Other than that, have an awesome day.